start searching. Oh, fuck.
What?
It's going to make a double video of this.
It's okay.
Okay. My bad, people. But anyway, but...
That's why this isn't for kids. I can't control this here.
But, no, and Bella took it like a champ. She shook it off and went looking to see what the hell grabbed her. And I mean, I play with her at home like that. I grab her feet when we're playing to try to stop her, and she shakes from me. She did the same thing that you saw her do on the video. She shook from whatever it is that grabbed her on the foot, the same way she does with me.
And you can see that video on Bella's Instagram page, Bella the Ghost Hunting Dog. We have it in a 30-second clip that I put up. You can see that I think I posted the clip on our Facebook page, CHP Paranormal Investigations. And of course, you can view the full video on our YouTube page, CHP Paranormal Investigations. And that is actually in part 2 of our return to Spring Hill. And that happens approximately 11 minutes and 30 seconds into part 2 of the video. So there's several different ways to view it. Watch it more than once. Slow it down. Rewind it. Because I'm telling you, you're going to get the same results and same feeling every time. It was just one of the coolest and yet, like, I don't know, weirdest things I've seen going out on our investigations.
I mean, I was there. Obviously, I had control of Bella's leash, and I didn't notice her leg get pulled out to the side until I rewatched the video.
And mind you, if you watch the full video, we even turned around, went back to the area in search of ant piles or anything that could have agitated her to make her shake her leg the way she did. There was nothing. And that's on the video too. I made sure to get good shots so that we could show there was nothing there. Nothing she could have stepped on. Nothing that would have bitten her or anything like that.
But watching the video, her leg going out to the left like that, even if she would have been bit by an ant, whether she would have stepped on something, is not a natural movement for a dog, for their legs to go out to the left while they're standing up like that. That was, you could tell when you were watching the video and paying attention that she was grabbed and pulled.
And I'd say maybe 30 seconds afterwards, we start getting this mixture of children's voices, adult, male, female. You can't really understand what they're saying, but we're definitely getting a mixture of voices, almost like they're having this conversation about what just happened. And that happened extremely, like literally within 30 seconds or so of Bella getting grabbed like that. And then shortly after, we get a male voice loudly whispering, and this was not through our Necro app. We picked this up on our recorder and on our recording device, telling us, leave. That was pretty much enough for me. Generally, a strong, assertive leave. Okay, we get you. We're not wanted here. You know, we're not going to further agitate. Right after we got the leave.
Yeah, I asked who grabbed the dog. 2 names came through the Necro app, Charlie and Jim.
Now, we don't know if those are children's names. We don't know if they're adults. I mean, there's no way for us to know, but...
Unless we go back and read headstones.
Right.
It's the only way we'd be able to tell that. Then about 14 minutes into the video, a man's voice through the Necro app tells us to get out.
Yeah. And then we get a woman's voice sounding like she's in distress. Kind of hard to make out what she's saying and what she's trying to say, but it just clearly you can say it sounds like just a grieving woman. You know, this just stressful. It almost made your heart ache if you could be there and feel it as you're hearing it. She was very upset.
Alright, if you guys hear any kind of like little growling or grumbling, Bella is completely asleep in my lap right now and is snoring.
Yeah.
She sleeps like her daddy.
And as soon as it was about 15 and a half minutes in, I say that I can hear a grieving woman. I get through the Necro app 3 times. Yeah. Like, okay, well, obviously you're confirming that what I'm hearing is a grieving woman. And then you hear the whisper. Now, this wasn't through the Necro app. This was actually heard in our recording. A male's voice whisper, "I am home." Almost as if he's trying to comfort the grieving woman.
And then a couple seconds after that, I realize I'm covered in goosebumps again. And I ask for the number of spirits trying to communicate. And we get 8 through the Necro app. This time it was just one number. And it was the number 8 that comes through. So we had 8 spirits right there that was causing me to get goosebumps. Like I told you guys, I'm an empath. You know, I could feel the feelings, and when there's strong presence around me, I do get goosebumps. It could be 100 degrees outside, and when the hairs on my arms start to stand and I get goosebumps, it's because I'm starting to get an overwhelmed force of senses around me.
I get a little bit of that, but not quite as much. Because where he's the empath, I don't know if I would say I got the luck in this one, because, you know, seeing things is not always wanted, but I'm actually the clairvoyant in our group. So, I'm learning to harness it, to control it, and to try and use it a little bit more, but I don't always have control, and so it's a little unnerving at times when he starts to get that feeling, because then I start to go on alert of, okay, what am I fixing to see?
Yeah. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead. We were giving ahead the spirits a last chance to speak through the Necro app, and we get in a whisper. They were all here. You know, and
We're not sure who they all are, but
they all were there. And we also we try to
when we try
close
to
the session, we get wait. So I waited a little bit to find out what it was trying to say, and then the Necro app says, and this is when we realized, and it says Bella. Clear as day, Bella's name comes.
So for the second time in the same night, the first time by the hanging tree, this time over in the corner that we had not previously explored, we get Bella. So obviously these spirits are recognizing her. They're recognizing she's with us. Whether they hear us calling her name or whatever the case may be, Bella's recognized. And
The thing is when you go out to do paranormal investigating, there's 2 types of spirits that you'll run across. You got residual spirits, which are spirits that are just going through the normal routine of their everyday of the place that they're at. For instance, if there was a mansion that we were investigating and a maid normally brought the laundry, upstairs from the master's bedroom over to the stairwells, you might see the apparition of it going through, and it just, you won't see it anywhere else. You'll just see it every so often walking from the master's bedroom to the staircase. That's residual. Intelligent spirits are the ones that you're going to be able to have communication with and actually have some sort of conversation with. They're the ones who can manipulate lights. They're the ones who can move objects. That's intelligent spirits.
And I want to take this opportunity, since he's actually given us this information, starting this Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on our Facebook group, we're going to be going live for a Q&A session. Whether you have experienced things or not, whether you're advanced and studied, and or you're a novice and you're curious and just have questions, that's what we're going to be there for. We're going to do a Q&A session. We're going to try to stick to maybe 2 to 3 topics per session so that it won't be too dragged out. But we want your questions.
Because this is somewhat a little bit more my brainchild on this one. Okay, I'm a member of a bunch of different paranormal groups on Facebook, and my wife has joined a bunch of them. And you'll see a lot of it is people talking about stuff that's happened at a house that they lived at before or a house that they currently live at. Weird things going on, asking questions, finding little neat memes of paranormal stuff and posting them. Little fun games that have a paranormal theme to them, but there's not much teaching that's going on in these groups, and I kind of feel like it's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing also, because then you get like the group of teenagers that were out here at this point in Spring Hill Cemetery, that they joined a paranormal group possibly on Facebook. The name of Spring Hill Cemetery came up. They were like, "Ooh, we're in the area. Let's go check it out," not knowing what they're doing and not realizing that they could leave with something that you might not catch coronavirus out in the cemetery, but you might come home with something that's a little bit more not so easy to get rid of, unless you know who to call to get rid of it. And so I don't want our group to be like that on Facebook. Because there's so many times with my wife's pictures with the light anomalies and people talking about, "Oh, that's dust." I'm not going to start an argument with you. Light anomalies is significant to us in the paranormal investigating field because we don't know if they're spirits or what. So
I'm just watching the time here.
All right. Well, so that's what we're going to be doing on our group is I want to start educating a little bit more. If you got questions, and even if something's happening at your own house or a friend's house and you want to talk about that, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time,
Thursday
nights on CHP Paranormal Investigations Facebook group. If you're not a member, send in the request, answer the questions, and we will make sure you get approved. That way you can go ahead and whatever questions you have, whatever the topic is that week. This week is more open to what it is, I just want an idea of what it is that you people want to learn about of what we do. And then eventually I'll have topics like this week is equipment, about different equipments and what different terms that we use. So that's pretty much what that's going to be. So please join our Facebook group and you know, we're pretty much.
We're starting to run low on time here before this cuts us to a third video, which we don't want to do. So I just want to take a real quick second to say once again, thank you for following. Share with your friends, share with your family, invite, subscribe. It's CHP Paranormal Investigations. Chad is our lead investigator, founder, creator. I am our head of research, co-founder, co-creator. We have Bella. Grady, aka Lobster, is not with us tonight for this one, but he is our newest team member and investigator. I also want to make sure we still give a big shout out to Spectral Researchers of Central Florida. Find their YouTube page, like, subscribe. They're amazing, and we're going to be doing a lot of work with them, I hope. And then, of course, you can follow Bella on Instagram, Bella the Ghost Hunting Dog. And if you have any questions, if you're having any experiences in your home that you're not sure about and you want to talk to us, you may want us to come and investigate or anything like that, you can get in touch with us at
Our email address, chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com. That's chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com.
we may not get to you right away, but we will answer. So I want to say thank you from me for joining us tonight for After the Haunt.
And thank you for joining us with this edition of After the Haunt. Thank you for joining us on the investigation, the video for this After the Haunt. And with that being said, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope your families are staying safe. We got more content coming up for you on our channel. Stay tuned, subscribe, share, hit that like button, and I'll see you at the next haunt.